Hi, I'm Maria from CrochetAtoZ, and I wanted to show you this real easy and quick stitch. And I wanted to show you the yarn that I was talking about when I was saying that it's been discontinued. It was a Lion Brand yarn. It was shawl in a ball. And what I did was I made quite a few shawls with this yarn. And if you can see, it drapes over, the shawl drapes over. It's really pretty. And what happened was they discontinued it. This has 5.3 ounces. It's 400, I don't know if you can see it, 81 yards. And it's a medium 4-weight yarn. And I really liked it, and I really made, like I said, a lot of shawls with it. And these are a few of the shawls that I did make. And the yarn would be multicolor, so as you kept going, it would really be pretty. And I made a few, and I sold a few. And it's a really easy yarn, and it's a really nice pattern, and it is a Lion Brand pattern. So I wanted to show you that although that's discontinued, we could still make this pattern from Lion Brand again, and it's a really pretty easy stitch to make. And this is from Lion Brand's Moroccan Nights, and they have different colors of this particular brand, and I really like it. It's 273 yards compared to this one from the original Lion Brand that you would do this with. It's 281 yards. So if you wanted to make a shawl, you could get a few of these, maybe 2 or 3. I would buy 3 because then you could have it, and if you wanted to make it a little longer than the actual pattern requires you to make. So I made it in this. I also made it in this, the Karen Simply Soft. And again, this is a really pretty yarn. It's Karen Simply Soft, and it is a medium weight yarn. And this has 3 ounces, 85 grams, and it's a metallic. And the other ones that I made are also metallic. This has metallic in it. And the Lion Brand shawl in a ball has a metallic in it, so it makes it really nice for when you make something, and I really like it. And I wanted to show you again how to make this without having to worry, that you can't get shawl in a ball. Well, you can make it with something else. This particular yarn has 164 ounces, or I should say 164 yards and 3 ounces, 85 grams. So I'm going to show you how to make this really easy shawl. What you'd have to do first, and I already did it, is you have to chain 67. So you chain 67, and now we're going to show you how to make this real easy stitch. After you chain 67, you have to go into the 5th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th chain from the hook. 1, and I want to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have to do a double crochet. Now I just want to mention that this also counts as a double crochet. So now what you're going to do after you do that is you're going to chain 1. You're going to skip a stitch. So you're going to skip that one. You're going to go next, and you're going to make a double crochet. You're going to chain 1. And you're going to make a double crochet in the next chain. You're going to skip a chain, and I want you to see that's the chain you skip, and then you're going to make a double crochet. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip a stitch. You're going to make a double crochet, and you're going to make sure you chain 1 after each double crochet. Chain 1. And we're going to do this right across. You're going to chain 1, you're going to skip a chain, and then you're going to go into the next chain and you're going to make a double crochet, and we're going to do this right along. So follow me. Chain 1, double crochet in the next one. Just have to get this yarn to move. Chain 1, double crochet after you skip, chain 1, and I'm going to go right across. So I'm going to skip, next, double crochet. And once you get this going, it's going to go pretty fast. It's not going to be a slow. So you're going to go, and it's going to move right across because it's such an easy stitch. So there you go. And you're going to go into that one. Chain 1, chain 1, skip, next. And I had thought about this. I said, well, they don't make it anymore, but why can't we just use the pattern, use the pattern and make it in something else? And I thought, well, they have a lot of beautiful metallic yarns, and it's a really pretty pattern, and it's a simple pattern. You can make it over a weekend or over a day if you choose to make it all, work through the day and make it. And you can really, and this is something nice that you can either make for yourself or a friend, and it's really easy. And it looks really pretty once it's finished. It really does. And if find a color that, goes with the particular outfit you have, a particular dress that you have. If you have a wedding that you want to go to and you want to carry a shawl, this would be, I think, a really nice shawl to wear. And you can, like I said, they make so many different beautiful colors that you can match to whatever you're wearing. So there we go again. There's your skip. Always chain 1 before you go in. So there's your skip. These metallic yarns are really pretty, and although the texture is different from the shawl in a ball, it's still, the yarn is still so pretty that you may get a different look, but it's still as pretty as a shawl in a ball, I think. And like I said, this is like such a, now you have to chain 1, which is something that I skipped doing on this one. So I got busy talking and I forgot to chain 1. And just as pretty as shawl in a ball. So you can make, like I said, a really pretty. And you could also make a scarf with this. Like if you wanted to make a summer scarf, you could do that as well. And but this pattern is so easy, and all it is you skip a chain, and then go and you just do that. So again, you chain, and then you go into your next one. You skip that chain and you go into the next one. You chain one, you skip that chain, and you go, this is going to be your last one, so you're going to go into the very last chain because you're getting at the end. And you're going to do your last double crochet. And here it is. See how pretty it is when it's, because it's that metallic. Now at the end, when you start your second row repeat, you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that counts as your first double crochet. You're going to turn your work around and double crochet into the next double crochet into the next double crochet. So this is your next double crochet. You're automatically skipping this. So here's your next double crochet, and you're not going to chain 1 at this spot because you don't have to. So let me show you. You're going to go in here and you're going to make your double crochet, and you don't have to chain. But after you make that first initial double crochet after the chain 4, then you chain 1. Then you go into the top of the next double crochet. So then you chain 1. Then you go into the next double crochet. And you're going to do this right across. You're going to chain 1, go above the next double crochet, chain 1, go to the next double crochet, and you do this right across. And these metallic, like I said, these metallic yarns are so pretty, and there's so much out there that, you know, go into the yarn stores and see what they have. And if you want, you know, even go into the specialty yarn stores, see what they have, because they may have something that you like too. I always like to go to the mom and pop ones in the areas that I roam to. Sometimes they have stuff that they don't have at a local Joann's, that if you say you're making something really special and you want to get, you know, some special yarns, those are the places to shop. And they appreciate your business because they are mom and pop and pop stores. And I always like to give my business to them when I'm looking for specialty yarns. So this is what we do right across. You chain 1 and you go in this one. And you chain 1 and you go into this one. Chain 1. And we're going to do this right across. Now this again is your repeat row. This is the row that you repeat throughout your project, throughout your shawl. And again, you know, find the yarns that you like and you know, use whatever you like. And again, you know, get 3 balls of yarn so that, or at least enough that it'll finish off your project. And you might want to make it a little bigger than the ball, the shawl and the ball is. So that's 481 yards, I believe. We'll look at that again. And if you want to get it, you get enough to match that. Or if you want to make it a little bigger than what they tell you, then you can do that as well. So all of this, the only thing that this is chains and double crochets. That's the only thing you have to worry about with this pattern. And like I said, it moves pretty quickly. I have made them in a day. And see, the metallics really pull in the color too. So that's what I like about this yarn. And like I said, I thought about it and said, wow, they don't make that anymore. It's a discontinued yarn. And what do? I said, well, that's okay. We can still make this pattern. There's yarn out there. There's a lot of different yarns out there. And we can get the same, idea. And you can always find a metallic multicolor yarn as well. So you're going to the end here. So that's your last one. I'm going to show you. I'm going to rip this out so you can see that when you get to the end, you change one. Now you're getting to the very end of this, and I wanted to bring you back to that because this is, like I said, this is your repeat. And I want to make that so that you see. And then you're going to put the top of that, you're going to put, that's your chain 4. You're going to put your double crochet. Now, again, you're going to chain 4. This is your repeat from this row here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You turn it. You do not have to chain 1 in between this because you've got 4 chains here. So that's your first double crochet, and then in the very next, top of the very next double crochet, you're going to put a double crochet. At this point, you're going to chain 1. And then you're going to go into the next double crochet. And at that point, you're going to chain 1 and do a double crochet in each one of these double crochets. Always remembering to double crochet. So, and another, again, when you always get to the end, you always you go into the last double crochet, and then you chain 4, and then you turn your work, and you do, and that counts as a double crochet, and you do your next double crochet, and then after that, you chain 1. And I'm going to go to the end of this because this is going to, like I said, these are your, after, your second row is your repeat row. So in between each one of these double crochets, you make a chain 1, except for the one at the end. So let me show you. There you go. There it is, your chain 1, and then your double crochet, chain 1, this is a real nice project if you wanted to go somewhere and say, oh, I think I'm gonna go relax and I'm gonna just crochet. This is like one of those projects, lightweight projects. You take it with you. It's lightweight, you throw it in your bag, and you can do it while you're either, sitting at the shore or wherever you are. You want to just sit in the sun and just relax. And you can take this with you and like I said, you can make a few of these. And this makes a really nice gift. If you wanted to give somebody something special and you said, oh, wait a minute, I know they're going to go here and they're going to have something really, and I know, you could make somebody something like this. And you could make it in a neutral metallic, and like this is a neutral color, and you could give it to them as, birthday gift. And this is a nice summer pattern. And like I said, it's a quick pattern. And it moves right along. And you chain one. And I'm going to show you. And this is loose enough that your crochet hook goes right in there without any problem. 'Cause sometimes depending on how you crochet, whether you crochet tight or loose, sometimes it's hard to get above this. But with the yarn and what the yarn is, it's just an easy. And like I said, you can make this with a multicolor metallic yarn, which is what the Shawl in a Ball was. I really loved the yarn. It's also a very soft yarn, like these two yarns are as well. And you'll find that sometimes some yarns, they have metallic in them, and they feel a little rougher, but not these yarns. These yarns are just so pretty to work with. And you're going to chain one because we're coming to the end. And now we're going to go in here. So you're going to go into your third chain because you're going to leave one chain. This is where you did your chain 4. You're going to leave one chain because that's going to be your space, your chain 1, that you didn't have to, make. And now here you are. And I just want to show you how pretty that is. And it's a light, it's very light. And again, when you get to the end here, you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to turn it around. That's your first double crochet. Then you're going to go in here. You don't have to chain 1 here. So I'm going to do this again. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your first double crochet. You don't have to chain 1. You go into the top of the next double crochet. And now again, you chain 1 and you keep going right across. And that's how easy this stitch is. And it's great. It's a great summer stitch. And like I said, this is a Lion Brand, and it's really pretty. It's a Lion Brand pattern, and it was for Shawl in a Ball. But since they don't make this anymore, this is what I've come up with to still make it and still get the same type of idea. And like I said, this is a medium weight, again, 481 yards. So what you can do is, whatever yarn you choose, just look at the fact and see how many yards is in that. And from there you can go into making, like with this, you can buy, 2. And just figure out from that how many you want to buy. This particular yarn is 164 yards. It's got 3 ounces. They're all medium weight yarns. And these are really pretty. And like I said, they're all metallic yarns. You don't have to go into Lion Brand. This one is a Karen. So there's a lot of different yarns that you can use. And this is what I used for this, the Karen. And I wanted to show you in the 2 types of yarn. That was a Karen. This here is Moroccan Nights, and they have a lot of, and it does have metallic in it as well. And they have a lot of different colors, really, really pretty, all rich colors. And it's really pretty. So you can make it in that, you can make it in that. You can choose, due to the fact that they don't, make the other again. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Many more to come. please subscribe to my crochet channel, Crochet A to Z, on YouTube, and also Crochet A to Z on Facebook, Maria from Crochet A to Z. Please follow me. Please subscribe. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Bye-bye.